Hey everybody, this is Michaela here, coming right before our episode today to remind you that if you are not subscribed yet to Mindful Scrolling on Spotify, YouTube, or iTunes, that now is the time to do it. Don't you be listening and not subscribing.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and please comment. Be a part of the conversation.
Yes, don't be that person. Just hit the button. It doesn't cost you anything. You can do it.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. All right, now on to today's episode. Welcome back to Mindful Scrolling. This is your host, Michaela, with
Philip.
We are here with episode 20, and my cats just started yowling right as we started recording, so sorry if you could hear that. Typical.
Ongoing trends.
Yep. So this is our last episode of season 1. So if you have not been staying up to date with the episodes, we've announced this a few times now. We've teased it a little bit, but this is officially the last episode until further notice. We're hoping to come back by October. It may be later in the year. We're not 100% sure yet.
Yep.
So this episode is pretty much just to say thank you guys for your support. We started back in March, and I think we've learned a lot in 20 episodes. Again, it started with me just getting on the mic and kind of rambling and talking, and then that graduated to marriage episodes and Philip getting on and talking with me about marriage, dating, couple things. And now he's just pretty much a full-time host.
I'm grafted.
Yeah, so we don't know what that's going to look like in season 2. If Philip is going to continue to be a regular, I don't see why he shouldn't be. But he works double time because not only does he host with me now, but he also edits, produces, he does everything for this thing.
Yeah,
so.
if I could step back from producing, that'd be awesome.
That's not going to happen.
No? Okay.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, the pay isn't great.
No, it's zero.
Yeah.
$0, 0 cents. So, Philip, what are some things that we can leave our audience with on this very last episode? What are some ways that we have grown and progressed as we've come on here and made this podcast? And what does the future of Mindful Scrolling look like?
So this may be more back end than what you guys are aware of, just because I get to actually be here, record, and produce the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think Mindful Scrolling, we are going to really try and nail down some efficiency with not just a schedule. We want to be able to
the schedule for sure.
Nail down some efficiency with our topics, have a topic schedule. We don't want anything to be scripted.
No.
But, for example,
Never.
we kind of have like a scheme in mind for what we want to do in terms of weekly to bi-weekly releases.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, your first episode of a month, Mindful Scrolling might be able to give you more of like a introductory, feel-good, check-in episode. And then an episode later in, we might talk to someone else besides just Michaela and I.
Bringing guests in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we can either follow that or sideline that for actually talking about more hard-hitting topics that you guys would enjoy.
Exactly.
Along with that would include, on the YouTube side, at this point, I'm okay with saying that it's more of just a pet project for me. I love the graphics aspect of it.
All the graphics you see, not to interrupt, but all the graphics that you see on the YouTube channel, Philip has designed himself and animated.
Yeah. I've trained myself switching from one software to another, And past few episodes have been done using it, and I think that it's, there's some minor differences.
I like it.
I think it looks better, and I think that it's going to forge a better just refinement as we go forward. Another thing too, I really want to be able to expand with a ad.
Yes, I think that's a must at this point.
And we've already kind of talked about what that would look like. We really just need to finalize some details and shoot it.
Yeah, we're going to be working a lot on just advertising in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for at least a singular paid ad, that's kind of the big thing.
Right.
And we want to be able to host that on Instagram and maybe some other places too.
Yeah, definitely Instagram.
And the idea is that we'll, have this ad that we'll have circulating for a limited time. And we'll immediately have 20 episodes available to anybody that wants to check it out, see what it's about.
Of this first season.
And it will also be, in the full swing of going into season 2, where we'll have some revitalized elements.
Exactly.
I'm looking at touching up some of the intro music a little bit. We're looking at trying to include maybe a couple more little tidbits here and there. It's always good to remind, new followers to follow, to subscribe, to comment, just interact in some way. So we're trying to pre-bake some reminders or something like that in the content that's not going to be overly obvious, that's not going to be too jarring, because we don't want to we don't want to give you guys ammunition to just they're doing the thing again, let's skip.
Right.
So yeah, there's just some quality of life improvements, some efficiency, and trying to keep things fresh. That's really the big thing. Yeah.
I think we're going to definitely continue on, a similar topic sphere as we have been. So
I think it might be nice.
I don't think sphere was the right word there, but it sounded good to me.
This is more of an open discussion right now, but I think it would be kind of interesting to tackle maybe some more current event related stuff.
Ooh.
That's the thing, is that anything current event is immediately jumping the shark into into something controversial. But I don't think that's a bad thing, as long as you I think understand the topic well enough to make a point, and you're not trying to be insulting.
I mean, I think we can discuss that more, but I just don't know if that's the tone that I really want for mindful scrolling. I don't know. Plus, me, I am aware of what is happening in the world, but I do not focus on it.
I don't want you reporting the news.
Okay.
No.
Are we doing a...
I'm not suggesting that at all.
Okay.
Just for example, recently we've kind of had some discussions about what's going on in the Christian music sphere. There's a little bit of drama.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, that sort of
that
stuff.
I can
because
get behind.
that's a current event with some names I feel like a lot of our followers would know, or maybe would be interested in hearing from.
Oh, definitely. I would say most of them probably know. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
I don't want us to jump into sports or political commentary.
I just don't think I don't think I could sit here and report on what the president is currently doing.
Oh my gosh, no! Mindful scrolling does not need to be a White House news.
No, I hate
press
Of
secretary.
I mean, I know you
microphone.
like a lot of political podcasts, but I can't. It's just not me either.
I like that stuff for the sake of being informed, but I don't want anything artistic that you and I produce to be a product of it.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a completely different demographic of listeners as well. But anyway, all that to say, I think we want to continue to, sprinkle in some of those fun episodes. Maybe if I'm just coming on, talking about my current favorite obsessions, some of that. I think it was ultimately good that we decided to cut out kind of the morning moment, book of the month, all of those things. It felt very congested. I want in this upcoming season to introduce some other check-in type of ideas,
but these.
Short, concise ones, and we've already discussed what those are going to be, so we already have a feel for that.
Could you give us the name real quick? I love hearing it.
You have to remind me because I can't think of it right now.
I don't want to be the person to introduce it.
Can you give me a hint? Huh? He's like whispering at me right now. I can't read his lips. Oh, sprints!
There's sprints!
Yes. Sprints. Wow. And yes, we actually have discussed this. You could tell my mind is preoccupied with other things recently.
So many ideas.
Yeah, so we are going to continue to do like more introductions, kind of like a morning moment, but also very different that I just think is going to be more concise and, you know.
Sprints are going to be fun goals, and because we're trying to convey the topic quickly, it's, it's a sprint.
And, I think it's okay to do a little bit of rambliness if we need to in the beginning of an episode. Yeah. But, like, ultimately being like, I think it's killing our audience a little bit to be like, let's go through this huge list of things that Michaela really loves this week that don't have anything to do with anything.
Well, I mean, I will say this. I do enjoy you giving book reviews, even though I'm not reading those books. I enjoy hearing your thoughts about things that other people can just pick up and enjoy.
Yeah, and that might be something that we continue. Yeah. Going back to the book of the week or whatever.
Well, something that I did, and this is a kind of a fun tidbit for the audience here. I was playing around with the idea for the YouTube portion, at least, that at the end of the episode, where the mindful scrolling credits are, including a subheader that included the books that you've read for the week, and giving a star rating on those, cool. 1 to 3, books that you were looking at.
Right, that's cool. I like that.
Not that I feel like that's like a good substitute for really talking about them, but I kept on trying to think of.
Scroll to the end if they don't want to listen to.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to find a way to like pack in a little extra content, maybe. Again, I just hate, cool. On the Spotify side, I'm gonna figure out how to do more visual stuff with Spotify. I just need to get smart with it.
Well, basically, I mean, that would just be like translating over to video,
Yeah. So. Well, we'll figure it out at some point, but I really want to be able to give you guys not just a feast for the ears, but a feast for the eyes.
And that might be something, too, that when we come back for season 2, that we might include is like video as well, So you've got audio, but then also visual. Yeah. So I think that would be...
Joe Rogan can't be the only guy to get it worked out.
He's honestly not. There's so many podcasters I listen to that do video. I never watch them just because I don't like to sit and watch a podcast. I guess there's, maybe people play it in the background or whatever, and that's engaging for some people. But for me, I'm always listening to a podcast when I'm walking, so I'm not... I don't know. I'm like habit stacking. I'm like walking and listening to a podcast that's usually, pertaining to like health, wellness, things like that. Yeah. So,
you could be a female Joe Rogan if you wanted to.
No, now we're going back to that like political platform type thing. I just
No. Just like the conversationalist aspect.
Oh, is that what it? Okay.
Yeah, because you'll bring people on and then they'll give like a 20-minute spiel and you'll say, "Oh,
so that's crazy,
man. That's crazy, man. Wow."
Anyway, but yeah, hopefully we'll be bringing on some guests as well, which I think, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here, which I think could be really, really interesting as well. So
we're not going to give any names for anything. We're not going to, scout out people based on pedigree. These could be, people that are, well, just, an influencer, for example. We're not hunting for influencers. That'd be cool if that sort of thing did happen.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I think Michaela and Mindful Scrolling, it's a more personal podcast. So it's more about who are people that we can bring on that we can connect with and really talk to.
And the vision for Mindful Scrolling has always just been sharing what is on my heart, what's on your heart, and a lot of times that relates back to our faith because that is the most important thing in our lives. And for me, I have always felt like God has called me to a ministry of sharing what he is teaching me. And it's always been something that I wanted to share with other women, specifically my entire life. And I felt like for years the only way I could do that was like through a blog when that was really popular. So I would blog, I would write. It was usually writing. But then I would always, even back before like vlogging became popular, I would make little videos and then like post them on Facebook, you know, things like that, of just like if God had given me a word that day or if I learned something or whatever.
Sorry, I just want to butt in really
go
quick.
ahead.
No, just you talking about that, actually, you know, whenever you feel comfortable to, you know, you do tend to have these like incredible visions that, you know, have definitely some kind of like divine meaning, you know, given to them. I'm not going to say you're a fortune teller. For those that are listening, Michaela's not a fortune teller. That'd be kind of cool,
I think he's trying to say like maybe somewhat of like a prophetic. Yeah.
Michaela,
I don't like talking about it.
Yeah, Michaela does have like such a interesting relationship where she is able to, you know, receive these just really great images, and rather if it's something that's interpretive or something literal, I mean, that might be a cool thing at some point to maybe open up about if you want to. As someone who gets to share a room with you and gets to hear these things, I think it's fascinating, and I think it's a beautiful expression of your faith.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. A lot of time when I get a word from God, it's very personal. Maybe I need to start praying about getting a word for a wider audience, you know, that I could share.
Be an example. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I have over the years, I think, but it's something I'm still practicing on, you know, speaking out on. So, but anyway, so yeah, it's interesting to use a platform of, you know, podcasting. I'm excited that podcasts are a thing, and now, you know, they're so popular now. Like
I remember
a lot of
when there
people
was a new word.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people listen to podcasts. I mean, I'm an avid podcast listener. I listen to podcasts every single day. And so this feels like the platform that God has for me, you know, in a way to use my voice as a ministry.
Yeah.
So that has been the goal with mindful scrolling up until now.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, there been any podcasts lately you've been listening to that you feel like have really been able to, you know, just be like your center of gravity whenever you're like on a walk or a run or anything like that?
There's a few that I listen to regularly. One of the podcasts that I love that is health and wellness but also Christian based is called Healthy But Human, and I've been listening to her for a while. She is
Healthy But Human.
She's on a break right now as well, and I don't know when she's coming back. I think she just announced that she's pregnant again.
Oh.
So I
Well,
don't
congratulations.
know if that's, I don't know if that's part of the reason or not, but yeah, that her name is Callie Gwally, and I also follow her YouTube channel. She's got a couple of Pilates studios, so I follow her Christian-based Pilates, which is actually really, really cool. There's a few others that aren't necessarily like Christian specific, but I've really been enjoying the It Girl mindset. Heart-led wellness is one of my favorites. And then one that I just found this week that I've actually listened to quite a few episodes is called Not Your Typical. So, and most of them are like wellness related. So a lot of them are about like healthy mindset habits or even like physical fitness goals.
That's good.
Yeah, like, you know, very, very motivating, you know, how to get up earlier and start your day in, which I'm really bad at, but I'm trying.
At least you're listening to the right thing.
You know, how to have a morning routine. Like, a lot of them are mindfulness related, which I think has been really, really beneficial just for me in this stage of life right now. So that I hope that mindful scrolling has a little bit of that, but maybe that's something that we can lean into more as well in season 2. It's more just mindfulness practices and routines and, you know, things that we like to do to, you know, keep us motivated and focused and disciplined.
Yeah.
So
keep us nice and centered.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, this is a little bit of a shorter episode today. basically just wanted to get on here and just thank you for your support so far, and kind of let you know what the future looks like. We will keep you updated whenever season 2 is coming out. In the meantime, if you're interested at all, you can follow both me and Philip on Instagram on our personal accounts. There's also an Instagram page for mindful scrolling.
Highly recommend you follow that for updates.
Yeah, and then if you just wanted to follow our personal lives, we're also on there.
Yeah.
And
sometimes we're pretty, you know.
I mean, we try.
I mean, I think we're pretty all the time.
Oh, thanks, babe.
If I'm being biased,
I think you're pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, guys, as always, please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and like this video, comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family.
Share. She was drinking iced coffee and has a little bit of brain freeze.
Sorry.
So yes, please like, share.
I just literally froze.
You know, this is the finale of Mindful Scrolling. Thank you so much
Season
for
1.
listening.
Yep.
And we will catch you guys in the near future.
Yep. All right. Love you guys.